All right, let's take a quick look at how today's quarterfinals played out. In District 3, the Tawas Lady Braves defeated Roscommon. Up next, this Friday, Tawas will face Whittemore Prescott. That game will kick off at 1 o'clock in Oscoda. Now to District 4, where two big matchups were played earlier today. In Game 1, Posen defeated Onaway. Now the Lady Vikings will face the Rogers City Lady Hurons this Saturday. That game will kick off at 10 a.m. In the second matchup of the day, Hillman took on Joburg. This was a close one, but in the end, Hillman defeats Joburg by a final score of 3-1. Up next, Hillman will face Atlanta. That game will be this Saturday at noon. And finally, we head down to Au-Gres, where the matchup between Alcona and Au-Gres was actually rained out. That game has been rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 2, but the girls will actually not be playing at Au-Gres. They will now be playing at Aranac Eastern High School. Coming up shortly, I'll have more information on the boys' matchup. And speaking of the boys, let's head to the guys' side of the diamond. In District 3, Tawas defeated Roscommon earlier today. Up next, Tawas will face Whittemore Prescott. That game is this Friday at 11 a.m. In District 4, Onaway defeated Posen by a final score of 11-3, advancing Onaway to the semifinals this Saturday, where they will face Rogers City. That game will kick off at noon. In the second game of the day, Hillman and Joburg had themselves a good old knockdown, drag-out slugfest. This game took 9 innings to decide a winner, and in the end, Joburg defeats Hillman by a final score of 11-10. Up next, Joburg will face Atlanta this Saturday starting at 10 o'clock. And finally, we head to Au-Gres, where heavy rain forced officials to call off the scheduled match between Alcona and Au-Gres, as I said earlier. That game has been rescheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. and will still be played at Au-Gres.